I started doing this just about 8 years ago. The guy that runs this facility, Glenn Franks, the name of his ministry is Second Chances Bread of Life.
In an effort to satisfy Matthew 28, calling for the Great Commission, Christ calls us to feed the hungry, clothe the naked, tend to the sick, and visit prisoners. We do all of that by feeding the hungry with a congregate meal and a community food distribution. We clothe the naked with a clothing ministry. We tend to the sick with a medical clinic, and we visit prisoners with our legal clinic. So many of the homeless and the persons that we're taking care of here in the mornings are actually prisoners. They're just inmates between cells.
He asked me for 2 years, to come on and to read God's Word. So I'm walking along the cliffs, and I halfway threw up a prayer, so God, what do you want me to do this? And I go, because I don't think I can. I don't know enough. I hear this, Barth, it's not about you.
The vast majority of persons that we're serving aren't under the influence of anything at all. 50% of foster children, as they age out of foster care at the age of 18, 50% of them become homeless. Many persons that are living on the street were special ed children that we all knew growing up through school. Everyone that's homeless is an individual just like every one of us that are in this interview and listening. And everyone has a different story.
So I called Glenn up that night and said, I'll do it. And at that point, my first message was letting him know who I was and that I believed in Jesus Christ with all my heart. I told him, that I'm not much different from you. I'm an alcoholic. I dabbled in drugs. I was going to leave my family, the whole routine, but, God saved me. God just opened the path, and I started letting him know why. There's not much difference between us and somebody who's down and out. I mean, had I continued, had I not said, yes, Lord, I need your help, I would be either dead or I would be one of the guests here. I knew I was that close.
We see some of the most hardened hearts there. These persons, by and large, have been hurt for many years. But oftentimes, when I've watched Barth give that message, on the fringe, persons that he can't even see, they're on the outside of the doors that are listening to his message. They'll be absolutely in tears. That word is powerful, and we know that it is. This is a tool that Christ ordered so that we can give the good news of Jesus Christ.